I want to talk about how whitewashed, being called that, is not an insult. I guess the reason why I thought about this is because recently my sisters have creatively found another way to call me whitewashed without directly saying it. And you know what, I'm not embarrassed to admit it. As a black woman, my black hair is so difficult. Like, I don't know how to take care of it properly. And as a kid, I was never curious to take care of my hair. Surprise, surprise. I'm the youngest daughter, so I'm a little spoiled. So like, my mom would just always do my hair for me. I'm gonna show my new braids. My mom did this as well. Are we surprised? Yeah, I didn't have a curiosity to learn how to do makeup, to do like all these girly things that women are naturally curious towards. No, I was the sports kid. I was the video games kid. And that's why for a long time I thought I was a boy. The point of the story is that because of this, I lacked experience in doing my hair. Like, by the time I realized, like, oh, I have to learn how to do my hair now. I'm like a grown-ass woman at 14. That's what I thought in my head. It still really didn't click. Like, I still didn't care. I still didn't, 18, 19, where I'm at right now, I still don't care. But I have to force myself to care. And I hear all these stories about, like, so my mom stopped doing my hair in middle school. I'm like, I'm a horrible child. And my mom is getting older, guys, so I'm just like, no, I have to stop taking advantage of her. Sisters are basically like, you can't do your hair. You're gonna have like a soft wig life, for sure. And they're teasing me. This one was the thing that fucked me up. I said sassy. I was like, why are y'all acting so sassy? And they're like, are you white? They didn't say, are you white? I'm translating basically what they say that. They're not that. No, you know what they said? I remembered. I think you've been around white people too much. I'm like, yes. Well, yes. I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood. That was trauma. Ooh. Child. Anyways, letting this sponge extra wet. That's actually pause. Child. Anyway. And really, it's just really annoying because when I was a kid, I didn't really understand. I understood what it meant, but I didn't understand why. I didn't understand that it wasn't defining, and I'm just existing as a black person and I'm being called this. And I didn't understand. It really doesn't hold any weight. Like, that took me such a long time to not get pissed at, because I weighted a lot of my identity on like what other people think, and as we all do as a society. So I think, again, being called that by your peers, because when I tell you, like, my siblings are very cultured, right, and they're significantly older than me, so like they're very much like black people, and it just really fucked up my identity issues, because in school I already felt like so othered by the fact that I was one of the only few black kids in my middle school. And so hearing that from your siblings, you're like, fuck, like, am I not? That's why it's so hard, because you put so much weight on words that really in the long term don't matter. Like, it didn't matter that I was whitewashed. It didn't matter that people called me that, because I know who I am. Word is not even an insult. It's taken as an insult, but it really is not an insult that I'm different, because I am different. Like, cool, I'm a little bit different. I'm a little weird. I'm a little quirky. There's not one way to be black. My siblings never call me whitewashed, because again, they're not me. They teased, and of course I'm telling my story of how this affected me from their perspective. They weren't being rude or disrespectful, but to me, like I said, those stories stuck with me. They obviously grew up differently than me, and that's kind of how, my experience has affected me in comparison to them. So I just want to put them out there. I want to put that out there to where I'm like, I am ranting to you guys, but like, you come from my siblings and we're gonna have a problem. I love them to death. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. All seriousness, I don't think being whitewashed is an insult, because it is so based on what you feel and how you perceive yourself. And if you're confident in who you are, you don't need that approval from other people. If people call you whitewashed, again, it's that seeking approval in, I feel like, the black community, that it's like, why do we? I am, if you think that, cool. Like, you think I am. I don't think I am. I don't agree with how you label me. Good for you. Okay, I haven't seen any of the classic black films. Cool. Conversation with friends, and they were like, you haven't seen this? Girl. Like, they looked at me with two heads. I remember in French class, this other girl they were both black, by the way. We're chatting about this movie called Medea. I'm joking, I call it this movie. No, I know what Medea is now. But I didn't, at the time, I was like 16, I didn't know what Medea was. I didn't. I was like, what? That was the most embarrassing fucking thing ever. I didn't know. You know when you know a movie so well? Like, you know when a movie's so popular, you could just mention its name and it floats around in your head? Medea in my mind wasn't even that relevant for me to actually pick up in my mind what they were talking about, that they were talking about a Tyler Perry film, which really was so embarrassing because I'm like, what the heck, Medea? Like, I thought they were talking about some foreign film, but then it was like so like black coded. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm a black girl, I should be, you know. No, I wasn't. I couldn't even get into the conversation. And then when I told them, like, what are you guys talking about? They're like, are you? I'm so dead serious. I didn't know anything of what they were talking about. They like both look at each other. I'm like, okay, fuck you. Didn't say that to their faces, no, of course not. But knew in that moment, I'm like, oh, they probably think I'm so whitewashed. That's why I'm saying it took me such a long time to get over this label. People call me that, I laugh at it because to me, I don't care. Like, I generally don't care. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't even play into it. Like, I'll be like, yes, I'm gonna marry a white husband. Yes, I'm gonna marry Niall Horton. Yeah. Baby. No, I'm joking. Yes. Well, yes. Yes, let me grab my busted wig. Yes. Well, yes. In 2026, please. You could easily flip the definition. Oh, you call me whitewashed? That means I have good hygiene. You know why? Because I wipe myself with white towels. That's what whitewash means to me. I wipe myself with a good, clean towel. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Redefine that word. The one thing that's so beautiful about being black is there's so many different ways to be it. Big forcing of like trying to conform within the black community. That I was like, no, I'm just gonna be me. There's not one way to be white. There's not one way to be any other race. Why should there be for blackness? When people call you whitewash, it is also your mentality too. Like, for so long, I overthought it so bad. Like, I let other people define who I was. Oh, my siblings who are older than me, who always know more, who always know best, they're saying these things about me that therefore that makes what they're saying true. When reality is like, no, I can define my own reality. I will marry a rich white man from Italy. Well, yes. Or Ireland. Well, yes. I'm always gonna be who I am. So much more to do with the person that's calling you that than it has to do with you. Such a people-pleasing society, and a society where we need validation from other people, and we're such a social society. A lot of that weight holds a lot more than it should. Tell me what you think in the comments. Why are we assigning certain attributes and actions to blackness? Like, why are we stereotyping ourselves? I could hate Beyonce. I could hate every black artist. That's crazy. That's crazy. Not every black artist. I could hate most black artists, though. Let's say I hate most black artists. That doesn't make you what? That doesn't make me whitewashed. You're gonna say it makes me whitewashed. It doesn't make me whitewashed. The thing about this is that it's bringing out my forehead, and I hate it. I hate my forehead, I fear. I hope you enjoyed this video, and this chat, and my Matrix shirt, and my I like my makeup though. It's kind of cute. She's kind of cute.